Graduation is just over 2 months away, but some students are getting a head start on their future. Find out more coming up.
Many tech students enjoy helping those in need, but finding those opportunities can sometimes be a lot of work. We'll show you how a few groups on campus made it easy to lend a helping hand next.
And the race for President of the United States is in the home stretch. Find out how the candidates fared in the first of 3 debates in this week's MCTV election coverage.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Kaylyn Smith.
And I'm Aldrich. It's only been about a month since school began, but some students are already starting to gear up for graduation in December.
That's true, Abby, and many students' biggest fear is what comes after graduation, finding a job. Luckily, one group on campus offers a one-stop opportunity to help bring employers and potential employees together. Reporter Laura Duclos has the story.
On Wednesday, Texas Tech held its campus-wide career fair in the United Supermarkets Arena. Over 85 companies from around the United States gathered in the arena to offer students the opportunity to talk with employers about internships, part-time jobs, and full-time positions within their companies.
But we have big ones like Amazon and even local companies like United Supermarkets. That way they show the diversity in the positions available to students.
So do all of these companies have former Red Raiders working for them?
A lot of them do. As a matter of fact, if you were to walk around the concourse, you'd see some with alumni ribbons on, and you would see that the majority of these companies actually send their former Red Raiders to come and recruit new Red Raiders.
Among several networking opportunities, students had the chance to really see what employers were looking for in college graduates, along with discovering businesses and career options they may not have realized before.
There's a lot of companies here that I didn't even know about, and I've met a few that I would really like to work for. So it's a great opportunity that they have the career fairs.
For many students, the fall is another semester closer to graduation. This career fair does not guarantee employment, however, it brings students one step closer to their future. The fair was open to students of all classifications, including alumni. Students who were unable to attend the event can stop by the University Career Center located in the Wiggins Complex. For MCTV, I'm Laura Duclos.
The University Career Fair is only one of many opportunities the University Career Center offers for students to meet employers and practice their interview skills. For a list of all events and much more info, visit careercenter.ttu.edu.
Texas Tech is known for many reasons in the Lubbock community, including the university's ability to help those who can't help themselves. And over the last 4 days, students throughout campus have given their time, energy, and more to make Lubbock and the tech community a better place. Service Week kicked off this past Monday in the Sub, with events being hosted each day benefiting nonprofit organizations around the city. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., students have a chance to stop by the northeast entrance outside Copy Mill and participate in a 6-minute service opportunity. On Tuesday, students were given a chance to help those in need by tying knots on the corners of fleece blankets. Those blankets were then distributed to people at the Salvation Army on Tuesday night. The 6-minute service opportunities continues through tomorrow with Make Animal Shelters nameplates activity. Students can stop by tables located outside of Copy Mill from 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. to create a special nameplate for an animal needing a home. Later that afternoon, students are invited to head out to the Haven Animal Shelter, where they can help distribute the nameplates as well as participate in other projects around the shelter. Those service opportunities will take place from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. For more information and a list of the remaining Service Week's events, visit the website listed on your screen.
The 6-minute service opportunities aren't the only way you can help out on campus this week. Students can also stop by the Sub and help others by donating the gift of life. United Blood Services, in coordination with the Tech Activities Board and the Residence Hall Association, is holding a blood drive every day this week. This week's donation opportunities are part of the year-long Battle of the Residence Hall's blood drive. The drive is another way to give back to the local community.
It benefits all of West Texas. Everything we do goes to hospitals here locally in the West Texas area. We use about 130 units every day.
Students participating in the blood drive have a chance to spin a wheel to win prizes, and all participants also get their choice of a special edition t-shirt. If you're interested in donating but haven't stopped by yet, you have one more chance to give blood tomorrow. Just stop by the Sub Lubbock room between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. If you live in the dorms, you can also have your donation count towards the Battle of the Residence Halls competition.
Unless you haven't been around a TV or checked social media lately, you've probably heard just about everyone's opinion on the current presidential election.
Yeah, Abby, it's almost unavoidable right now. But if you just need the facts without all the hype, then MCTV's Rachel Blevins has you covered. Here's this week's MCTV election coverage.
This week featured the first presidential debate where Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton squared off against Republican nominee Donald Trump. Both candidates started strong, but as the debate wore on, it became clear that Clinton was on the offensive. Her jabs at Trump included the fact that he has yet to produce his tax returns, his treatment of contracted workers, and his past comments about women and President Obama.
He has really started his political activity based on this racist lie that our first black president was not an American citizen.
Trump played the defensive, consistently interrupting Clinton throughout the debate. While the one-liners were clever at first, Trump's impatience became very apparent throughout the evening.
You called it the gold standard. You called it the gold standard of trade deals. You said it's the finest deal you've ever seen.
No.
And then you heard what I said about it, and all of a sudden you were against it.
All in all, the debate ended up being more of an exchange of personal insults than a debate over policies. One of the most interesting things to note was what went unsaid. While Trump hurled a barrage of insults at Clinton, he failed to mention what could have been some of the most powerful talking points, such as Clinton's lack of leadership prior to the terrorist attack at Benghazi, the recent revelation from the FBI's investigation into Clinton's email practices, and the recent leaks which showed a rampant pro-Clinton bias among DNC officials, which ultimately helped her to win the primary. This week's debate was just the beginning. Democrat Tim Kaine and Republican Mike Pence face off in the first vice presidential debate on Tuesday, October 4th. Trump and Clinton will then meet for a second round on Sunday, October 9th. For the latest with MCTV's 2016 election coverage, I'm Rachel Blevins.
Join us each week through November as Rachel takes a brief look at the world of politics leading up to the presidential campaign.
We've seen a really nice week of weather here on the South Plains since Monday. Temperatures warmed back up on Tuesday, and we've seen a lot more sunshine.
That's right, Abby, and so far it looks like those conditions will continue for a while, but there could be some changes early next week. Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. The MCTV Tower Cam is showing mostly sunny skies today, and temperatures are just about to top out in the upper 70s. We'll cool down a bit tonight in the lower 50s, but tomorrow we'll continue a warm up into the weekend. Tomorrow's highs will still be in the 70s, but might hit 80 degrees late in the day. Winds will still be a little breezier than normal that we've seen this week, but with speeds up to around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Saturday, we should see temperatures return to the 80s with sunny skies and a continuation of Friday's light winds. Sunday conditions will almost be identical to Saturday with a slightly warmer high in the 80s. On Monday, the 80-degree temperatures will stick around to the start of the week, but winds will increase with gusts possibly up to 40 miles per hour. Those winds will start moving in clouds late in the day, and we could see a few isolated thunderstorms Monday night. On Tuesday morning, our rain chances increase, and we could see showers as students make their way to class. But by midday, those storms will move out of the area and the sun will return. Tuesday night should be calm and clear with lows in the 50s. On Wednesday, sunny skies, dry weather will return with highs in the upper 70s and light winds. Looking ahead, the sunshine should stick around, but could we see a little return of the cooler temperatures by the end of the week? The campus looks a little different today than most Thursdays. Streamers are covering the Will Rogers statue and parking lots were starting to empty afternoon.
That's right, Kaylyn. It's game day here in Raiderland for only the second time in 20 years. That's led to quite a few changes in parking and campus access. But one thing that's still the same is the energy and school spirit that comes with every football game. This morning at the Sub, school spirit was on full display during the Red Raider Rally. Attendees could grab some food, participate in tech-themed games, and enter a contest to gain early entrance to tonight's game. The rally was held in the Sub West Plaza from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and was sponsored by the Sub and the Office of Transition and Engagement.
Even if you missed out on the Red Raider Rally, you still have time to enjoy all the pregame festivities at the Jones. Tailgaters are allowed into the reserved lot starting at 4 p.m., so there should still be plenty of time to stop by and join in on the fun. Then at 7:30 p.m., the Red Raiders kick off their conference schedule against Kansas. The game is first hurdle for the Red Raiders on their way to a chance at the Big 12 championship. If you can't make it to the game, you can still catch it on TV on Fox Sports 1.
Tonight's football game is also the start of a big weekend for some students. This afternoon is the official start of the annual Family Weekend, and that's our focus in today's MCTV events calendar. Tomorrow afternoon, head back to the Jones Stadium for a special tour of the facility and a chance to get your photo taken with some Texas Tech celebrities. Participants will need to go to Gate 1 of the stadium at either 10 a.m. or 3 p.m. to meet your tour guide. After the tour, the Masked Rider and Fearless Champion will be available for photos. The event is free and open to students and their families.
Tomorrow's tours aren't the only activities scheduled for Friday. There are also a few opportunities for some free food and fun. Starting at 4 p.m., the Family Weekend Ice Cream Social will be held in the Student Union Courtyard outside of the sub. Free ice cream will be available to students and their families until 5 p.m. Then at 6, head west to the United Supermarkets Arena for the Game On Family Fun Night. There will be various games and activities, including billiards, shuffleboard, and karaoke. Concession stands will also be open during the event. The Family Fun Night lasts until 9 p.m., and it's also free and open to students and family members.
And finally, on Saturday, Family Weekend wraps up with another day of fun free events. The day kicks off with the Family Weekend Fun Run or Walk from 9 to 10 a.m. in Urbanovsky Park. Participants are invited to run or walk around the 1-mile track, which will include obstacles, activities, and inflatables. Then at 11 a.m., head back to Urbanovsky Park for an afternoon of food, activities, and live music during the picnic in the park. Along with activities and games, the Masked Rider, Raider Red, and the women's soccer and volleyball teams will stop by to meet students and their families. Burgers and hot dogs will be available for $10, or you can bring in your own food for the picnic. Other than the food, all the activities and events are free for students and families. So Kaylyn, are you going to the game tonight?
Oh yeah, I'm about to rush out of here and tailgate.
Absolutely. Well, that's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you on Monday.